Hey there, it's Peacekeeperalex and the Psychic Wargamers. We're going to do another Psychic Wargamers stream. This is going to be the Psychic Wargamers stream number 51. And this is also the Psychic Wargamers Total War 3 Kingdoms Yellow Turban Rebellion campaign Let's Play number 36. Carry on where we left off last time. Battle of Shangyong, Weapon Craftsman He Yi against Kongrong. 1235 deployed, reinforcing 637. Deployed 2,422. So we have a bit of a damaged army here. Half health for most units, so says. A third of the health for some, and also about 1/10 for in the supporting army Chen Dai. It's going to be Jai Zhen versus Qiao Ru. Ray. We are in a farted settlement. Alright, the enemy is surrounding us. They are to the north. They are to the east, and they are to the south. And that's a good thing, because they're going to separate some of their army. And they are also, yeah, they are to the north, only has a few units, but I guess the rest is in the forest. Our supporting army is going to be coming from the north. And until then, we're going to have to hold the line. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to traverse some horsemen outside on the north and south to try and target their bowmen. And that hopefully does some damage. Our generals.
Make ready! Attend! Make ready! Stand ready!
Our low health, our generals, we're going to throw them right in the center.
Take heed, warriors!
Got a decent amount of bowmen.
At the ready! Attend! At the ready!
You can see here. So what do we have to work with here? We're going to slow it down. So we have 5 units Yellow Turban Warriors. We have 6 bowmen. We have 2 cavalry, Yellow Turban Horsemen. And we also have some peasant spearmen. And we do have a general with knowledge of the body. So that is going to be the difference maker. Knowledge of the body is this buff that heals the generals. And our generals are... we have really low health. So... we're going to make a gambit. We're going to move our forces to the north, try and slam into the enemy. And we're going to get 2 of these generals into the forted settlement, because if we have 5 generals, specifically to fight in the east, that is going to be the difference maker. And the enemy is moving its troops forward ever so slowly. Well, not ever so slowly, actually it's on slow-mo, so... they do have a lot of archers. They have about 8 archer units. King Tsao Marines, they got some Enforcers of Virtue. Some Lance Cavalry. I wanted to send my cavalry out the door.
The enemy lies in wait for us.
We're going to send some cavalry units on either side here, from the north and the south. And then we're going to try and maneuver aroundwards to try and attack their bowmen. And it looks like they're maneuvering their northern forces over to the east, which isn't moving at all. Saber Militia, Jai Militia, 2 units. 2 units Archer. I get some Archers and Archer Militia, as well as some Raider Cavalry and Mounted Saber Militia. Try to maneuver our horsemen out of the firing bowmen of the enemy. Over to the south. We'll maneuver right around the settlement, and we're going to try and get in a position to attack their bowmen. So a bit of an awkward move here by the enemy over to the east, not moving their forces and rather maneuvering their northern forces over to the east, where they're not really doing much. They're just sitting there. The south, on the other hand, the retinue is maneuvering, is moving towards the entrance. And again, our reinforcing army here is just entering the forested area, where that northern contingent is trying to regroup with the east for Kongrong. And we spotted archers, and we're going to be firing upon them. And they ended up throwing some smoke bombs. Smoke screen. There is a wide open target here for this Yellow Turban Horseman unit over to the north. Archer militia from the enemy kind of strayed a little bit off path. Most of the Malay infantry have moved to the east and still moving there. Couple units ended up staying behind. I think it was 2-3 units of archers, one of which we're sending some horsemen to deal with, and also we're sending that reinforcing army to deal with those other 2 units. And again, the south of us, they have already started assaulting the entrance. Yellow Turban warrior units getting attacked by King Tao Marines. And I've moved my horsemen out of the way, so now we're going to attack the enemy bowman with this horseman unit in the north. And we're going to shift most of the bow fire to the enemy in the north. And I think they are starting to maneuver in the east. They are. They are starting to move. The bowman unit, the archer militia here, got decimated by that cavalry charge.
Look, the enemy run! Craven!
And we're gonna get our generals into position in our capture point here, and I'm gonna just speed it up a bit. You can see the enemy starting to sally forth to the entrance to the east. We're going to gather our generals, and we're going to hit that buff, knowledge of the body buff, and it's going to heal the generals up. And we're going to be able to charge forth with 5 generals, and that's going to be the difference in this one.
Stand ready! Steel yourselves!
We're going to charge.
The men are out of ammunition.
And charge to the north. You can see the battle is fairly desperate here for our side. As soon as our generals hit, boom! A couple of them get knocked off the horse. All 3. 3 of the 5. But they end up looking like heroes.
Spears ready!
And in the east, most of the army here, just this one unit of Yellow Turban Warrior unit trying to hold back 10-15 units of enemy. We have filtered through the reinforcing retinues that arrived from the north. Just one unit, this horseman getting attacked.
Our warriors run! Craven dogs!
Ready! Fire! Release missiles!
Show no mercy!
For the great trees!
You can see them moving past that entrance in the forted area. They're starting to filter through and slamming into that reinforcement arming that just arrived in time to be able to stop them from getting to the capture point.
The enemy run! Craven! Battle! Destroy them!
Two lines of enemy on either side, battling it out against my forces in this map. Bow fire hitting them.
The time has come! Prepare!
You are too pathetic!
Now we're going to send our generals over to
Oh, I'm sorry! Did you say something?
over to the east because we have defeated the enemy there. That was a good move. The general's charge worked. And this seems to have been working in our favor here. It looks like the balance of power has shifted in our favor.
Warriors are running! Ha! Our time is...
And the enemy is starting to flee.
Let's fly! Release missiles! Citizens!
Make ready!
Prepare! Show no mercy!
At the ready! Take heed, warriors!
You can see Jai Tsen, leader of their army, out here fighting forces of virtue, sword infantry.
Our warriors run! Craven dogs!
And they start to retreat. Leaves a couple bowmen to the south, which one of my Yellow Turban horseman units are harassing and have been harassing. A little more than harassing right now. Looks like they're corralling. The archers are spooked. And again, the main bout is
To attention!
unraveling. Enemy horsemen just right on the inner of this fort area. Got through the entrance. And now they're going to retreat, leaving one unit there by the entrance, Saber Militia, to hold it down against a multitude. We do have some bowmen to try and hit these archer units.
An enemy general.
But we're going to have to sally forth into the trees to try and get them. See them angry Yellow Turban, them swords.
The enemy warriors are running! Ha!
And an enemy general near the capture point ended up sneaking past. We're gonna have to get the archers to go after him.
Cavalry, attend!
Blades ready!
And it seems to be there's only 3 archer units left now, mainly to the north. 2 of them retreating as I say this.
Make ready!
Our victory grows ever closer!
And that worked. We're going to take a look at the battlefield here.
men are out of ammunition.
Our victory is proof of heaven's approval.
Wasn't meant to be upsetting. It was meant to be good. The ways and means per God's indicated. So, He defeating Kongrong, heroic victory, Battle of Shangyong, 1872 deployed, 1107 lost on my side, 2,422 deployed by Kongrong, 1886 lost. We're gonna ransom. Whoa, we hit the ransom. My bad, I meant to recruit. The evils of drink. Alcohol can reveal people's hidden nature. Your general has a weakness for the grape, and when their tongue is properly lubricated, has difficulty controlling it. At a recent banquet, they besmirched your name and embarrassed the guests, only to claim no memory the following day and beg your forgiveness. Chendai, contemptuous individual. So Kongrong is in a bit of a spot now. His armies are
Be still.
fairly hit hard here, and we're going to be able to attack Kongrong himself.
Be still. Stand ready. Always forwards. To war.
And we're gonna delegate this, because that's how I feel. We're gonna delegate. So Higi attacking Kongrong. He only has 61, but Kongrong is in this army, so we're gonna delegate it. And he is
A
gone.
quick wit dodges the hardest blow.
We're gonna recruit.
In service of the Empire.
And there is some Yellow Turban Rebellion mustering as well. Some kind of rebellion group right outside the city, so that tells you a little bit as well.
Nurture wisdom.
God damn it.
No.
I could see here four armies from Kongrong. Akuya-ro, Kugong, Yujin, and then in the city, Zuran with the largest army, but the other three armies, fairly low health.
Not today.
And
Absolutely
in attacking
not.
them now is definitely what we're going to be wanting to do.
Not its oppressive warlords.
Moving. Remain
Merge.
dormant. Not possible.
Lift the peasants. Return to standard position.
We ended up attacking Kongrong here. He against Kongrong, 512 deployed, 446 deployed for the enemy. We're going to delegate as well.
faith was rewarded.
Recruit.
To action!
So the two northern armies, we have two armies here that survived. We used to have 3 full strength armies, and right now they're just need a couple turns to recoup.
For China.
Into the south we got 2 armies too as well,
Conserve spirit.
which one turn we're going to be able to recoup, and then we're going to be able to attack Zuran, Kongrong, and Shangyong weapon craftsmen, finally be able to take out that city.
Summer's rays sweeten water's taste.
And a force of Yuan Shu here for some reason. I don't know why.
Sprout ever upwards to heaven.
To the east, we're going to be able to attack another Kongrong settlement, Langyi.
My blade is poised, moving as one. For honor!
Shout fury!
Maintain momentum.
So Langyi is under siege.
To battle! To arms!
Alright, 1932, reinforcing 2,273. We're going to attack Kongrong here. Siege of Langyi.
We must be willing to bend, but never break. You speak earnestly and inspiringly. Now look to battle.
Zudi.
Do not let the heat concern you.
Tai.
Only victory.
So it is a resource settlement battle. There's multiple entrances. We are starting off with Men of the Forest, 4 units. 6 units to be true. Another 6 units Yellow Turban Warriors. Another 2 units Yellow Turban Spearmen. And we also have another 2 units Yellow Turban Spearmen, another 4 units Peasant Spearmen. In the main army, and then we're going to have a reinforcing army coming from the east. Or the west, actually. Yeah, the west. We're start battle.
Rise together! Our reinforcements have arrived.
Show them justice.
Steel yourselves. To attention.
Harass.
Take heed, warriors.
Stay out of range.
Blades, ready. For the great peace. Faster. Make ready. Prepare. One step closer to victory. Attack! Attack!
Keep your distance.
So reinforcing way off in the distance in the hills. We do have some decent, we have some horseman units. Some Jaitsi Raiders. 2 units, as well as some Yellow Turban Horsemen. send most of the army through one of the main entrances from the north. And then right off to the next door, you can see here Peasant Spearmen as well. I sent my Peasant Spearmen after this Spear Guards unit in another entrance. And then another general attacking from the
Look, the enemy run!
east,
Craven!
northeast. I'm going to send him in there, try and do some damage. We're going to hit the buffs. And they hit a pit of fire here that I'm going to try and maneuver backwards from. Some of our units are getting killed from that fire, so we're going to have to move away from... Get the Peasant Spearmen out of there. Continue to maneuver the bows.
The time has come! At the ready!
Yellow turbans,
The enemy unit flees! What cowards!
stand ready. Attack! Take heed, warriors! Take them down! Let missiles fly!
You can see we're marching through this pathway to the center. And you can see multiple arrows firing upon us from the enemy on multiple different kinds of paths surrounding. We need to get to those arrowmen.
The time has come!
And it seems to be like a killing field.
Steel yourselves! Fire upon them!
We're going to be able to send the spearmen to clear out parallel to that pathway. Multiple arrow units. This grouping of 3, these 8 units running into a giant infantry captain from Kongrong.
Make ready! Fight!
You can see our horsemen have arrived from the reinforcing army, and we're going to send them right to the city center, the resource center.
Stand ready! Ready, boats!
The enemy unit flees! What cowards!
Prepare! Now! As one!
We have more horsemen than what I had thought here, I think. Yeah, we have 8 horse units to be true. And they're going to attack this long line of enemy that is stationed, about to battle those 8 units of infantry in a cavalry charge, not as well as we had hoped against giant infantry. Right at the city's capture point.
At the ready! Swords drawn! Fight! To attention!
One of our generals is trapped. Zhu Di. Need to get him out of there. Go, 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 go.
For the cause! Hurry, move! Move out quickly! Move, move! Attend! March at the double!
See the general trying to escape. And we cover him with a Yellow Turban Warrior unit. The Peasant Spearmen have made it through on the right flank and are going to assist that cavalry charge from the south. See the peasant spearmen maneuvering
Unit flees.
these bow units that are fleeing in front of them. And they're going to make it to that pathway to reconnect. And attack, reconnect with this cavalry from the reinforcing army. And right down the ways, you can still see that those 8 melee infantry on my side trying to break through that giant infantry captain, and they finally did. The giant infantry captain is retreating, and then they just got to get through 2 more units to be able to assist those cavalry. But already you can see spears and giant infantry starting to waver in regards to that battle with that cavalry. And behind you can see multiple Yellow Turban warrior units from that reinforcing army making it through that entrance, that northern entrance. And there's the spearmen. Attacking that semicircle from Kongrong. Try and relieve some of that cavalry.
The enemy unit flees.
And a mass route happening. The cavalry is free, and they're going to be able to mass route all across the map, actually.
Unleash fury! Steel yourselves!
The enemy warriors are running! Ha!
See this long parade line of Yellow Turban warriors from the north. And that's victory.
Ready! Run! Take heed, warriors!
You can see the remains.
The men are out of ammunition!
From the roots to heaven.
So Kongrong's hard pressed. He ended up losing this battle. Siege of Langyi. We're occupied and 8 wounded. 4,205 deployed on my side. 646 lost. 2,703 deployed on Kongrong's side. 2,703 lost.
We will bring
We end up
righteousness
taking
to this
Langyi, and that pretty much leaves it open to take the other 3. You can see here they don't have too many. I'm actually going to even... I can actually maneuver right now. Oh, that's on march stance. I'm actually going to march right over to Langyi Fishing Port and get ready to siege that. Yeah, the way is open. Langyi Fishing Port, Baihai livestock farm in Baihai large regional city from Kongrong, and he's probably not going to be able to raise up enough armies to be able to defend. And in fact, I can actually attack the city.
Stand ready!
I think what I want to do, though,
At ease!
normal stance, I mean,
The mightiest tree survives on its
you can see Guan Yu over by Dong Regional City for Liu Bei.
No.
Troops!
Be still to conserve spirit.
So, multiple armies here trying to make this last push into Liu Bei territory, Kingdom of Song territory, and Kongrong territory in a certain manner.
For China, there is cunning in caution.
Avoid diversions. Ill-considered. Do not force what cannot be done.
I think we're going to leave it here. Take a look at ownership. You can see there, battle in multiple regions, still taking place, still happening. We've got 2 battles under. And I'm actually going to maneuver Huangshao away from Donghai because we got another army that we can send over to deal with Conroe. We've got multiple armies on the way here. We have a lot of forces, a lot of army. Thanks for joining.